The most efficient way to make money in crypto is to get in early. And the best way to do this is by using a crypto launchpad. As the name suggests, launchpads allow you to ape into a project the moment it launches and then reap the rewards as it gains momentum. That's why today we'll be telling you about 5 of the most popular crypto launchpads out there and how you can use them to send your portfolio to the moon. My name is Guy and you're watching the Coin Bureau. Okay, before we begin, you need to know that I'm not a financial advisor and nothing in this video should be taken as financial or investment advice. This video is purely for educational and entertainment purposes, meant to inform you about 5 of the leading crypto launchpads. So, if that sounds good to you, fire up those like and subscribe buttons, punch that notification bell, and let's dive in. Now, in case you're unfamiliar with launchpads, here's everything you need to know. A crypto launchpad is a platform that supports tokens that have just launched. Now, there's a few different types of launchpad, but the main ones are initial coin offerings, or ICOs, and initial DEX offerings, or IDOs. ICOs are basically pre-sales where investors buy tokens at a set price before public trading. IDOs, on the other hand, launch tokens directly on a decentralized exchange, or DEX, letting just about anyone ape in early. Now, these days, ICOs aren't nearly as popular as they once were, mainly because they've created the perception among investors over the years that only those who get in really early will walk away with big gains. And this means that crypto projects that launch via ICO don't tend to do nearly as well as they used to. Today, IDOs are the most common launch method due to their de facto democratization of early-stage investing, and they've started to gain traction in recent months the more that modern-day ICOs have fallen flat on their faces. Now, while each launchpad in today's video is awesome in its own right, I want to start things off with a pro tip. That's because you can actually access all 5 of these launchpads and more by using a platform called Axiom. Axiom is a decentralized trading terminal designed for early token launches, especially meme coins. It brings all the top DEXs and launchpads into a single streamlined platform, making it easy to track them all. Axiom lets users place spot trades, set limit orders, and use advanced TradingView charts on any newly launched tokens. It also offers real-time analytics, wallet tracking, sniper and bundle detection tools, and even a built-in Twitter tracker to follow relevant X accounts. And for anyone who's interested, Axiom's Pulse dashboard lets you track the latest meme coin launches across all major launchpads. Handy filters let you choose which launchpads to monitor, and you can sort by key metrics like token age, liquidity, and market cap, giving you everything you need to find those hidden gems. And best of all, you can earn rewards in Sol just for using the platform. And if you sign up using our exclusive link, then you'll get 10% cashback for life, plus a 2x points multiplier to help you stack those rewards even faster. So, what are you waiting for? Hit the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to get started now. Anyways, the first launchpad we'll be covering today is the one and only Pump.Fun. Now, it was basically the original meme coin launchpad on Solana, and it paved the way for other launchpads to follow suit, including the others we'll be mentioning later on. Pump.Fun launched in January 2024, and it was founded by 3 meme coin traders, Noah Tweedale, Alon Cohen, and Dylan Curler. All 3 were tired of getting rugged when aping into new meme coins, so they created Pump.Fun to let anyone launch meme coins with standardized, rug-proof rules. As Noah explained, quote, "The idea with Pump was to build something where everyone was on the same playing field." Now, prior to Pump.Fun, launching a meme coin required a bit more effort. Not only would every parameter of the token need to be coded, but the project's devs would also need to provide enough liquidity for the token to be tradable. However, Pump.Fun abstracts all of these complexities away, allowing anyone to easily create a meme coin at almost zero cost. And Pump.Fun uses an innovative bonding curve model that dynamically adjusts token prices based on demand. This model also incorporates a burn mechanism to manage supply and incentivize early investors to hold. This ensures stronger liquidity while protecting against price manipulation. Notably, every Pump.Fun project is fair launched with a supply of 1 billion tokens, with no pre-sales or team allocations to prevent insiders from dumping tokens on investors. Once a token reaches a sufficient size, it automatically gets listed on PumpSwap, the platform's native DEX, where it's accessible to a wider array of investors. Now, using Pump.Fun is easy thanks to its simple interface. Just create a profile by connecting any Solana-compatible wallet, and you'll see a continuous feed of new tokens to explore. Once you find one that interests you, you can trade it directly within the Pump.Fun web app. But maybe you have an idea for your own project. Well, creating a token on Pump.Fun is quick and easy. Just click Start a New Coin, enter the token's name, ticker, and upload an image. You can add a description and links to the project's X, Telegram, and website, if they exist. Then click Create Coin, decide if you want to buy some tokens before launch, and confirm. It really is that simple. And this very simplicity is precisely what sparked Solana's meme coin mania last year, which ultimately boosted demand for Sol and helped push its price way higher. Anyhow, creating a token on Pump.Fun is free, but there's a 1% fee for trades made while still on the bonding curve. Once the token graduates to PumpSwap, every trade incurs a 0.3% fee, with 0.05% of all trading fees going directly to the token's creator. According to June Analytics, over 12 million tokens have been launched on Pump.Fun, and thanks to its fees, it's generated more than $700 million in total revenue. At one point, Pump.Fun surpassed Ethereum in daily revenue, the entire Ethereum blockchain, that is.
Crazy stuff.
Now, the second launchpad on our list is LetsBonk.Fun, which launched on the 25th of April this year. As you'll have guessed, LetsBonk was built by Bonk memecoin enthusiasts, led by a pseudonymous developer who goes by Solport Tom. LetsBonk was developed in partnership with the Radium DEX, and it offers a user-friendly interface allowing anyone to create and launch their own tokens, regardless of coding abilities, all while staying transparent. So then, how do you actually use LetsBonk? Well, first, you'll need to connect your Phantom wallet to the web app. Just above the Featured Coins section on the main page, you'll find a search bar with 5 buttons next to it, the first 3 being labelled Last Trade, Creation Time, and Heating Up. Last Trade shows you the token that was most recently traded, although this seems to be a little inconsistent. The Creation Time button shows you the latest tokens created on the platform, and the Heating Up button shows you tokens that are ramping up in market cap and could soon migrate. Just like Pump.Fun, creating a token on LetsBonk is simple, but comes with some added flexibility. To get started, hit the Launch Token button in the top right. From there, enter the token's name, ticker, and upload an image. Next, set the token's supply. You can choose from preset amounts ranging from 69 million to 1 trillion tokens, or enter a custom number. Then fill in an optional buy amount, set your slippage tolerance, and click Create. Like Pump.Fun, tokens launched on LetsBonk go through a bonding curve mechanism. Unlike Pump.Fun though, tokens launched on LetsBonk are immediately integrated into Radium's liquidity pools and accessible via Jupiter's routing network, giving them instant DEX liquidity. 75% of supply will then lock into a bonding curve smart contract, which adjusts the token's price based on supply and demand. The remaining 25% is put into a separate pool, which the creator can use for future airdrops, ecosystem grants, token rewards, and whatever else they see fit. LetsBonk charges a flat 1% swap fee along with a small post-migration volume fee for trades on Radium, typically 0.1 to 0.2%. What's great is that LetsBonk openly displays key metrics, including the total number of tokens launched, platform revenue, and how that revenue is distributed. At the time of shooting, over 680,000 tokens have been launched on LetsBonk, generating more than 264,000 Sol in fee revenue. Of this, 50% is used to buy and burn Bonk tokens from the open market, while 15% is allocated towards purchasing Bonk Sol, a liquid staking derivative of Sol. Roughly 7% is allocated to building a reserve of Graphite Protocol's GP token, which provides infrastructure for LetsBonk. Another 7% is allocated to hiring and growth, 7% to development and integration, 4% to SBR initiatives, presumably the strategic Bonk reserve that Bonk has been teasing for months, 4% to Bonk user rewards, and 4% to marketing. By early July this year, LetsBonk had flipped Pump.Fun by daily revenue and has kept on growing. Indeed, at the time of shooting, DeFi Llama shows that LetsBonk is the top launchpad by revenue. Now, the third launchpad on our list is the Believe app, aka Believe, which was founded by Ben Pasternak. It launched in January 2025 as Clout.me, but rebranded in April to the Believe.app. Now, what's unique about Believe is that it lets you launch tokens by posting on X and tagging @launchacoin with a token name and a ticker. Believe's backend detects the reply, checks that the tweet's engagement meets a certain threshold, and then creates the token on the Solana blockchain. Once created, the token trades on a dynamic bonding curve with a graduation level set at a $1 million market cap. After hitting that threshold, the token gets launched into the broader Solana ecosystem via Meteora. Now, it's important to note, though, that Believe is geared more towards Web 2 developers and focuses on tokens with real utility, not just speculation. Anyway, you can easily trade tokens directly on the Believe web app or mobile app, which is available on Android and iOS. The app is pretty basic, though, and misses advanced trading tools, charts, or detailed analytics that traders usually need. As such, the best way to trade new Believe tokens is on platforms like Axiom. And remember, you can sign up for Axiom using the link in the description. In any case, there's a 2% fee on every buy or sell of tokens launched through the Believe app. That fee is split 70-30, with 70% going to creators and 30% going to Believe. According to June Analytics, over 41,000 tokens have been launched via the Believe app. There's no comprehensive data on Believe's total revenue, but with around $4 billion of trading volume noted by June, 2% works out to $80 million of fees, with $56 million going to creators and $24 million going to Believe. Not too shabby for a launchpad that's only been around for a few months. Now, the fourth launchpad on today's list is Moonshot, a mobile app that was released in July 2024. The app is powered by Turnkey, the same firm that built Coinbase Custody, the world's largest crypto custodian. But the team behind Moonshot itself isn't publicly known. That said, in January this year, a majority stake in Moonshot was bought by Jupiter, Solana's largest DEX. Anyway, the Moonshot app is specifically built for memecoin traders. And what's awesome is that the app is extremely beginner-friendly and abstracts away almost all of the complexities you see in other launchpads. There's no need to mess around with wallets or bridges because you can simply buy and sell meme coins directly within the app. Pretty sweet. However, this simplicity also comes at a cost because it means that some key features, such as charts, are quite basic. If you're an aspiring pro trader, you may want to stick to trading Moonshot tokens on Axiom if you want access to the usual trading tools and indicators. But if you want to stick with the Moonshot app, you can easily create an account using an email address. Once that's done, you'll see some of the top performing meme coins right there on the home screen. There are a few sections screaming for your attention: Spotlight, Top Gainers, and Trending. And you can also use the search bar at the top of the screen to search for a specific token. Once you've eyed up a potential winner, you can choose to buy that token either with your deposited cash or crypto funds, or you can buy directly using Apple or Google Pay. But can you use Moonshot to create a token? Well, as it happens, you most certainly can. In late June, Moonshot introduced Moonshot Create, which allows iOS users to literally launch a meme coin on their phone in seconds. To do this, simply navigate to the Create tab at the bottom of the screen and then hit the Create Coin button. Then click Next on the messages that pop up and agree to the T's and C's. You can enter the token's ticker, give it a name and description, upload an image and add links to the website and X account, if they exist. Then just swipe to launch with Apple Pay and your token will be created. Now, originally, tokens launched on Moonshot Create that hadn't bonded yet were subject to a 0.5% fee, which was reduced to 0.3% after bonding. However, less than 2 weeks after Moonshot Create was launched, the app announced that token launches on the platform are now free, but creators can earn 50% of the trading fees. Okay, the fifth and final launchpad for today is Radium's LaunchLab, which was unveiled in April this year. It was created by key members of Radium's pseudonymous team, including Alpha Ray, who leads strategy and operations, X-Ray, Radium's chief of technology, and Gamma Ray, Radium's head of marketing and communications. Before LaunchLab, Radium's revenue soared thanks to the memecoin frenzy over on Pump.Fun. But in April, Pump.Fun launched its own pump swap DEX and ditched Radium, leading Radium to create LaunchLab in response. So, to trade tokens on LaunchLab, connect to the web app with any Solana-compatible wallet. Then, use the drop-down menu in the top left to switch between views like hot tokens, aka trending, recently traded, new releases, and you can even sort by market cap. Once you find a token you like, you can trade it directly on Radium and even use advanced trading tools via TradingView. Creators can launch tokens on LaunchLab by clicking the Launch Token button on the right. And here you'll notice two tabs, a basic Just Send It screen and an advanced option. As you'll have already guessed, the Just Send It option offers a simple layout with default settings. Creators enter the token's name, ticker, upload an image, and can add optional links to the project's website and socials. There's also a toggle called Creator LP Fee Share that lets creators claim 10% of LP fees after the token graduates. Conversely, the advanced option gives creators more flexibility. There's presets for token supply, letting creators choose between 100 million, 1 billion, or 10 billion tokens. They can also set the minimum SOL needed for the token to migrate. But more importantly, they can also tweak the parameters of the bonding curve by changing the percentage of tokens to be sold or sent to the liquidity pool on migration, and can also set the percentage of tokens that will be locked and vested. Now, when creators opt into the fee share, their token automatically integrates with Radium's Burn and Earn feature. This lets them lock or burn LP tokens for long-term stability and earn a fee key NFT, allowing them to claim 10% of trading fees once the pool graduates to a Radium AMM pool. Now, the platform charges a 1% transaction fee. 50% of this goes to the community pool, 25% is used to buy back Radium's native Ray token, and the remainder is used for Radium's infrastructure and operations. According to June Analytics, over 760,000 tokens have been created on LaunchLab, helping Radium generate over $11 million in revenue in just a few months. Okay, and that just about wraps up our top 5 launchpads, folks. But which ones did we miss that you think deserve to be on this list? Let us know in the comments. If you want to learn about how to find 100x tokens before they pump, then check out the video right over here. And if you want to learn about Pump.Fun's recent token launch, check out the video right over here. Okay, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. This is Guy, signing off.